Yo, what's up? It's NLE Choppa in here today. I'm with my man Charleston White. I want to bring y'all an interview that I'm titling The Real Charleston White.
Yeah.
Me and Charleston had a conversation over the phone, pretty much with him letting me know certain things that he wants the world to know about him that kind of got misconstrued along the lines, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
This interview is just pretty much revealing the person he is, the person that we don't see, and just want to establish these things. And I feel like this is kind of like a new leaf type of interview to where we kind of like a reintroduction of Charleston White so people can get to know what you feel like is the real you. How that sound? It's pretty much accurate.
Yeah. I don't want to be their favorite uncle, no way. But yeah. Nah, I'm with it.
That's it, man. So let's do it. I got a few questions for you. Firstly, I wanted to establish the questions pretty much with like your upbringing, your childhood or whatnot. I feel like, you know, what you went through younger, you know, what you went through when you was younger played a huge role in who you are right now and where you're heading. So that's cool. So so the first question I wanted to ask you, I know a lot of people know this, but if you could just state where you from, you know what I'm saying, where your birthplace was.
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, right outside of Dallas. So it's really Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area.
Okay.
But I grew up in the boys' home though. Okay. So you know, I'm what we call a state baby, nigga that grew up in the juvenile system. You know, from the time I was 14 till I was 21.
Yeah. And for the people that probably don't even know too much about the boys' home, because you get a little bit in depth with it.
It's a juvenile detention center. So I grew up in a maximum security juvenile facility from age 14 till I was 21 for the crime of murder. At that time, I fell in a group of children that became the first group of children in the state of Texas that began to get tried and adjudicated and sentenced for crimes such as capital murder and murder in the early 90s. So we're the first group of children in America. So outside of Chicago, places like Chicago, California, New York, and Philly, it wasn't many places in America where children were committing violent crimes. So I fell in that group of children in the late 80s, early 90s, where America began to see children committing violent crimes. And that was really by way of the culture, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the product of our culture, the detriment part. So that's where a lot of people hear me speak out against rappers and rap lyrics and shit like that.
Yeah. And with that being said, what can you say pretty much influenced you the most to, you know, land yourself be there? Was it family? Was it friends? Was it music? Was it the hood you was around? What was like?
I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in a well-to-do neighborhood, homie. My mother was very financially stable and affluent. But I had uncles who pimped. I had uncles who sold drugs. Just like any other kid who grew up in a well-to-do neighborhood that don't grow up in the hood, you go over your cousin's house. You go over your grandmama's house, and that's where you pick up all your hood traits and characteristics, on top of the shit that you watch on television. So, you know, I was born in the 70s. So, nigga, I'm the product of movies like The Mac, Superfly, Dolomite, and then, nigga, for most of part of the 80s, you had movies like Penitentiary. So, you know, Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2, and so I'm a product of that, homie. So I never seen no hood shit up close and personal. It was all on television and in the rap music. So I learned how to smoke weed from listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I didn't know how to smoke weed until they made a song called For Smokers on Lead, For Smokers on Lead. So I didn't know nothing about having menage a trois and threesomes until I started listening to rap music. Nigga didn't know you could fuck 2 girls at one time till the rappers started telling us we could. Niggas didn't know anything about Moet, Chandon, Champagne until the rappers started rapping about it. As a 20-year-old kid, I didn't know how to cook crack, nigga, until Master P made a whole song and taught you how to cook crack from step 1 to step 10. So, nigga, everything that we learn, everything that we get, we don't really get it from our parents, because we reject our parents. We get it from what the rap niggas talk to us about. from learning how to kill, shoot, to the type of guns we carry. So I'm a product of that. So why not when I grow up and start having children, and I see what's the greatest influence amongst black children, then why not speak out against it?
Yeah, that's deep. I mean, that's deep. That's deep. I can relate to a lot of those things as well. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga, you listen to Pimp C for a week, you gonna want to pimp.
Or drink some lean.
You listen to Zero for a month, nigga, you ain't gonna trust your friends.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna be a loner. So I learned to engage children from working in the juvenile system, working in the schools. I learned how to engage children by finding out who their favorite rapper is. Because they pick their rappers based on whatever traits they want to have or whatever traits they try to display.
For sure. So, with that being said, I know you just spoke on like family or whatnot. What type of role do you feel that your family played, you know what I'm saying, and who you are now? Like from, you spoke on the cousins, you spoke on grandma, you spoke on mom. What roles? I know you said you learned a lot of the hood activities with grandma and your cousins, but like, what about like mom or dad or brothers or sisters that you possibly had?
I was raised, like I believe most niggas is raised that come from good mothers.
Yeah.
I think 90% of niggas is playing tough, acting tough, playing street. Nigga come from mamas who taught you how to pray. Made you say yes, ma'am. Thank you, please.
Yes,
you're welcome. Most niggas come from mothers like that.
Yeah.
We reject mothers. So I come from a hard-working mother, homie. A very loving mother. I've never seen a man come out my mother's bedroom.
Yeah.
I wasn't a little nigga who grew up in the household and heard a nigga fucking his mama. My mother was the mother who, when the other family members got off on crack, and their kids ended up going to CPS, my mother was the one go get the family member kids out of CPS.
Yeah.
So she was the backbone in the glue of the family.
And that's funny because I was just in there. I was saying like even with me, I feel like a lot of the things I did as far as like when I got caught up in any street activity or being able to just going down the wrong path, I feel like a lot of it came from me just being like a curious child. And some of that could be like a wannabe type of trait.
Yeah.
And I feel like even people that comes from the most gutter, the most slums, it's still a wannabe type of trait because you don't have to do the things you know what I'm saying, that you see going on.
All my homeboys come from the slums, and they really didn't want to be from the slums.
Yeah.
Them niggas wanted to spend the night at my house. Them niggas like coming to the neighborhood where it was white girls and Mexican girls, and they didn't have to fight. It was a relief for them. It was the kids who didn't grow up in the hood that wanted to go mimic the hood. The kids who was in the hood, homie, they really didn't want to be hungry.
Yeah.
Most of the niggas who started selling drugs was selling drugs out of need.
Yeah.
Most of us was selling drugs out of greed. So our mothers taught us right from wrong. The culture propagated that shit, right?
Yeah.
So one time I took my little cousin stealing cars one time. I got away, but they got caught. When my mama walked into the juvenile detention center, first thing she said is, I know Charleston was with you. My mama wants you to tell the police the truth. Most niggas' mamas, if they get in trouble with the police, homie, is coming down there telling you, tell these people the truth. It's the culture that's saying, don't snitch.
Yeah.
But if nigga, your mama gonna be the one who pay for the lawyer,
Yeah.
and the lawyer and your mama saying, hey, what happened? You want a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid to look at his mama and the lawyer and say, I'm not gonna tell y'all? Homie, we can't. So, nigga, I heard a person say, why don't you become the change that you want to see in your community?
I seen that too.
And nigga, that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I took everything that I know that's right and I know that's wrong. And that's my constitution as a man.
Yeah.
If me and my partner riding in the car together, homie, and I got a job, you a convicted felon, you hustle, but you my partner. If it's a pistol in the car, that's your pistol. If it's dope in the car, that's your dope. Why we gotta go to the jailhouse and sort it out in court? Nigga, nah, let's sort it out now with the truth. Nigga, one of the coldest scriptures that I remember is in spirit and in truth. I don't know nothing else about the Bible. in spirit and in truth. So nigga try to operate in good spirits and tell the truth. That's why I'm so bold in what I speak out against. Because when I go to my community, nigga, you can't find nobody to say nothing bad about what I've done to the black community. I ain't sold dope in the black community. I ain't shot up nobody's mama's house. Nigga, I ain't never shot a gun at a black man. Nigga, all my crime been predicated against other people across the railroad track. So when I run across a nigga and he pride himself in causing harm and destruction to black people, I look down on that nigga. And he can't, and so when a nigga street talk to me, I say, well, nigga, I do this in real life. I really help kids, my nigga. I really work on capital murder and death penalty cases as a criminal defense mitigation specialist. You niggas just be talking. That's how I ended up online, working in the community.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's how I ended up online, my nigga, talking shit, mad at the niggas, showing up at the funerals with all the blood clothes on, all the Crip clothes on, and these niggas ain't put in on helping this Crip get in the ground. The mama and them still owe the funeral home them at the motherfucking graveyard, and all you niggas got on these motherfucking t-shirts that's matching. No, nigga, so I started using shaming tactics, homie, whether that's rappers or because at some point as black people, we have to be ashamed of who we are and what we've become today compared to where we come from.
I got a question on top of that. Can you remember your first viral video? Like the first video that went viral that you was like, oh, okay, I got them. You know what I'm saying? Debate. Nigga threatened. I was online talking about Black Lives Matter, saying fuck George Floyd or something. And this Harvest, this 4-tray gangster Crip got online and started saying, well, drop your location. And I drove to the police department, nigga, and parked in the police department smoking a blunt. And turned that motherfucker around and said, Fort Worth Police Department. And you tough, come on, meet me here, nigga. So I went viral. And what happened was a rapper's sister, this rapper by the name of Spud Boom, his sister ended up making the video saying, man snitches on Harvey Street Crips. And it went viral on World Star. And I've been playing snitch ever since then. Is there anything that went viral currently that you have regretted saying or doing? And is there anything that you don't regret saying and doing, but people feel you should?
I don't regret nothing, because everything was calculated. Everything was strategically done. I came to the internet with a plan. I knew that it's a bunch of people watching and they feelings, so I come to play on everybody's feelings, on the fact that most people are dumb. They're sitting around watching on the internet. So now, homie, I don't regret nothing.
And that's a good point too, because it leads into one of these other questions I wrote down. I said, do you feel you have to be negative? And before you say this, me personally, I feel like God created this balance of negativity and positivity to be able to flip it. You know what I'm saying? You got to use both.
You're a smart young man.
So I feel like, do you feel you have to be negative to get people's attention to make it positive?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you do something positive, people don't really listen. But as soon as you do something negative, all eyes is on you.
So I was when was the Baltimore and Ferguson riots? Whenever they had the Baltimore and Ferguson riots, I was live on Facebook with Barack Obama on a private phone call. That didn't go nowhere.
Damn.
For 3 years in a row, I went to Washington, D.C., and I walked congressional halls, and I've worked with over 50 U.S. congressional members to get juvenile life without parole abolished in this country by way of an amicus brief. We went to the Supreme Court to do this. It's a guy by the name of Eric Brown, who we helped freed out of Angola, who had a life sentence. I hadn't even met this guy yet. So I've been working on this laws and legislation for 3 years, putting it online. I had a summer feeding program, homie, where we fed kids every summer, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the entire summer, 7 days a week. I did that every day. That didn't never go viral. I went to city council and we'll go live every Tuesday at city council meetings, homie, talking about everything from STDs to unsafe.
I saw that. I've seen clips of it.
So now, homie, nigga, I done buck and fought the police and went live. Man, I've actually done a news story with News 21, which is the Walter Cronkite journalism school. I partnered with them in 2021. I did a whole spring break. Week vacation with Mob James, MC8, Wooski, Bugatti Casino, with a whole bunch of rappers at a juvenile detention center. I went live every day on Instagram. It never went viral. So I understand that if Dr. King was alive today, nobody would listen to him. That's why you don't hear people playing positive raps. That's why you don't.
And I'm gonna be honest too. I relate to it. I figured out, like, you know, I was going through an awakening part of my life, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop rapping about murder, guns, and all that, right? And I realized, like, when I was trying to get the message out, it went appreciated by, don't get me wrong, it went appreciated by some people, but it was still not deemed, it didn't hit like how it hit if I say, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, boom, kill, kill, kill.
From 2012 to 2017, I never cussed on the internet. I never would smoke weed, and I never would smoke weed in front of a camera. I never would use the word nigga. I wore a bow tie. It wasn't until I really started working in the hood, homie, with real black children from the projects. I would come in saying, say, look at our young brother. Come on, brother, don't do that. Many of the niggas will look at me. Come on, queen, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, when I see the old man come, say, boy, if you don't sit your ugly ass down somewhere, I saw how they respond to that. When their mothers come to pick them up, I heard their mother say, boy, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. So shit, nigga, I come talking like that the next day and saw that I got a better response.
Yeah.
Because that's what they relate to. If you sitting around listening to a rapper say, bitch, fuck you, hoe, suck your dick, when your mama say, hey, Johnny, can you please clean up? He can't relate to that. Nigga, if you don't pick that goddamn shit up, I don't kick you. You have to. That's what they relate to.
You gotta use some type of
And
negativity to.
And
you
so
know what I'm saying?
once I became educated with the internet, the algorithm pushes back on anything positive.
For sure.
The algorithm of the internet, if you have a positive title, if you have a positive narrative, the algorithm pushes you back.
For sure.
If you want to be at the top of viral videos, if you want 100,000, if you want 1 million views, you better trick these people and think it's something negative in here.
And this was another question I had wrote. I said, what made you keep trying to find ways to go viral? Was it the money? Was it the relevancy? Or was it generally how you felt about certain people or certain things? Or did you just say things to critique it that way, to grab their attention, to try to turn that negative into a positive? What was the main reason, or is it multiple?
I didn't know what to do, because I came to the internet out of frustration. Working with black children, homie, burying black children, watching black kids die, seeing niggas shoot up 93-year-old women houses, and it's the wrong house. And nigga, I contact gang unit and go patch up them holes and bullets. I'm spending my money in the community feeding the hood. And so you niggas selling dope. Nigga, you niggas throwing money at the strip club. So nigga, I came out of frustration, started saying, nigga, I'll call the police on you bitch ass niggas if y'all don't help me get no shoes this school year, nigga. I'm gonna start shutting you bitch ass niggas down. So I didn't intentionally try to go viral.
And where we from, we taught to not respect something like that, but I can genuinely sit right here and tell you, I respect it just off the simple fact of the purpose behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's not because you want to put a motherfucker in jail. It's simply because motherfuckers ain't helping.
I'm down here getting away backpacks and shoes. And you niggas just right down there. And these y'all nephews, nigga.
I get you.
These some of y'all kids at Christmas time come. These y'all baby mama getting these toys, nigga. So you nigga, fuck you niggas, nigga. So that's how I started feeling. So because I got that concept from the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
The Black Panther Party, homie, used to kidnap drug dealers, kidnap pimps, kidnap niggas standing on the corners, homie. So in my mind, we need that back in the community. If you niggas don't bring nothing down here, we either go burn down your dope houses, or we'll shoot it out with you niggas, or we'll put you niggas in jail. We can't lose.
Because it's damaging the community.
You niggas taking all the money, y'all fucking all the hoes, y'all beating up everybody. What do y'all get back to build, nigga? We got little league football team. We got women that's burying children, that's struggling to bury these niggas claiming y'all game.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, my nigga. So I started extorting the niggas, homie. So it was like, nigga, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. So I became Robin Hood in my mind.
Yeah.
Nigga done played gangster, playing streets, going against it. So in my mind, homie, this is evil, what I'm speaking against. I can't lose.
Yeah. So I got one more, a few more questions. This kind of, you pretty much tackled this, but who are you? The part we see online is only who you go viral for. What is the day-to-day to life that people don't see? And I feel like a small glimpse of that is
a nigga that drive an hour every morning to take his daughter to school. Mm-hmm. To drive another hour or 2 hours to pick her up by lunchtime. Yeah. A nigga that take care of his mama. Mm-hmm. A nigga, if I get mad in my city and I call down to the mayor's office complaining about some black people got going on, somebody from the mayor's office go call me by 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Or if the police pull me over and I talk bad to the police, and I go to jail, everybody in the city go want to know what I'm in jail for. Nah, homie, I'm a man that's highly respected, not just in this community, but amongst the local politicians, as well as in my family. Yeah. So my grandmother's 84 years old. Nigga, when I speak at the family reunion, nigga, the elders stop and listen. Nigga, everybody get quiet in whatever environment that I speak in, homie, people stop and listen because I protected and maintained a good character. I'm not known for a nigga that's been working in the community fucking all the women. That's how I can get online and holler about rape this, rape that, nigga, because there's no evidence of me being nothing like this with none of my people, homie. I'm playing a character, and I've been playing all my life.
And I got a question. How do you feel that character has affected your personal life?
It's got me richer than I've ever been. It's got me richer than I've ever been. It's given me influence in areas around the world that I've never been able to reach had I stayed positive just being Charles. On the flip side, I've lost a major contract with some juvenile facilities that I partner with and that have bought my youth programs. I had a big contract with San Bernardino County a juvenile probation department this past May, where I've said some things about some people, and they pulled the contract.
Is it the Jews? Was it that?
Yeah, about the Jews, yeah.
And this is one thing, and me personally, I'm gonna say this, because it's one reason why I didn't mess with that comment, and I'm gonna tell you why. I actually respect the Jews to a certain extent because when the Holocaust happened, right, I feel like it was a collective. It was like a brotherhood form, a sisterhood form that said, we gonna make sure this shit never happen again. But on the flip side, when slavery happened to us, we ain't stand on that same principle. And
we wasn't given the resources, or we wasn't given the resources nor the tools for us to collectively come together and ensure that it never happens to us again. But they were. But this is why I say the things about Jews. Nigga, I don't know no Jews. I'm from the South. I work with young niggas who kill young niggas, homie. So I don't know the Jews' plight. I grew up in a boys' home where it was predominantly black and Hispanic. So all I know is black, white, Mexican. Yeah. I'm from the South, homie. So when I say F the Jews, I'm saying how can a Jewish kid embrace King Von and I can't embrace Hitler? What we lost in the civil rights movement was we never got a chance to get equal rights and equal protection under the law. We got integration. Everybody else has rights and protections. We don't. So I'm saying if we have government documents saying that King Von has really killed people, how can the Jewish child love somebody who kills so many black people and I can't love a man who kills so many Jewish people? Let's be equal. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Do I really hate Jews? Man, I ain't never met a Jew before in my life that I personally can say he's a Jew. For me to hate a Jew. I hate the conditions of black people and what we go through and what our ancestors had to go through just to get us here, and we taking us back to where they started. So I ain't got no hate in my heart.
But also, do you feel as if, let's just say, like, we go to the resources part of it. I'm almost done. We go to the resources part of it. Do you not feel that us just being united. We so divided, but we so united at the same time. We in the same neighborhoods, but we so divided. I feel like that's all we really need sometimes to come together. But it's so, like you said, it's so fucked up. Drug dealer here, killer here. It's hard to establish that.
When we come together, the conditions don't allow us to unite. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry, you starving.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was giving reparations, including the Jews. Not only was they giving reparations, they was given a credit line. Mm. A credit line was established to them by the Queen of England where they can go out and establish what they have. Homie, we haven't been given nothing. With everything put before us to keep us placed behind. Yeah. So we can unite all we want to, homie. We just be a bunch of united poor people with nothing and still being taken advantage of. So what I'm saying is, we have to, before we can even think to unite, we first have to start the love. Yeah. And that love starts in the mirror, homie. And that's, you hear what I tell a nigga, you don't eat breakfast, you niggas don't work out, you niggas don't drink water. Nigga, that's self-love. Nigga, everything starts in the mirror. Yeah. And then you work your way back out to the community.
Perfect. Well, man, I'm kind of running out of time. I got to be on set. You got to be at the airport. I got a few more questions, but we're going to meet up on a later basis and make sure that we knock out the rest of them.
We're going to go more in depth, because I see you don't have to shy away, homie, because I can give some answers to everything that I've said. That it may not make sense to you, but you have a reason for why I said it.
Everything, I feel like everything makes sense, but sometimes the truth hurt people so much that they don't even want it to make sense. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I just feel like, I do personally feel like it's better ways you can present it. And that's it.
It'll kill my character. Then I'll lose my moment. Yeah, it'll kill my character. So if people just understand, homie, this is not who I am. When this camera come on, I'm not bringing Charleston to you. Yeah. I'm bringing a character that gets people attention that became kind of captivating. Yeah. So I'm just playing a character. Now we done put the character in the movie. Let me play the character.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm few.
Already. Yes, sir.
We're going to finish this part one. Wait for part two. Always. Yo, what's up? It's NLE Choppa, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. I was hesitant on dropping it for this one reason. I feel like sometimes when people touch on religion, sometimes it can be a little sensitive. But hey, man, I've never been a person to hold back. I'm going to be straight drop with it. You know, Charleston for sure is not one of them people. I do feel like I wanted to complete this interview before I posted it, just off the simple fact I had so much more to say after the last question that was asked and the last answer I received. Just off the simple fact of just to bring a different light to Charleston as well. And we're going to do a part two on the interview. But more so the point that I was trying to make is, you know, it was pretty much how he said where he's from, he never really met a Jew or whatnot, right? And where I'm from, Memphis, Tennessee, I never really met Jews as well. After I blew up and started to get into business, I started to shake hands with a lot of people of the Jewish descent, a lot of people of the Jewish religion. Started to get to know these people. A lot of these people, they pay me. I have a lot of Jewish friends I can call now. So it was one of those things to where it was like, okay, you haven't seen that part of the world, and I have. So the thing is, how do we want to critique? How do we want to? Because first and foremost, before I get into depth, a lot of these people of higher power, they don't really see color like how we think they see color. At the end of the day, they want to make their money. They want to stay of power where they at. It's not like, oh, you a nigga and we don't fuck with you, nigga. It's not like that. In a lot of these rooms I've been in, it's more so like, how could we keep making money? How could we stay on top as far as a power aspect? It's not more so of a color thing. It's more so of a dollar thing, if we being honest. And, you know, the thing of the nature is, how do we expect to bring power and bring, you know, currency back to the places, bring ownership back to these places that we come from if we're not moving out of love with who has it? You know what I'm saying? So that's like that's like really biting the hand that's trying to feed you. You know what I'm saying? Because we seeing these people, we seeing rich black people on the daily, we seeing these $1 million contracts, we seeing athletes getting $100, $200 million contracts. But what percentage of that money are they bringing back to make sure that black people have ownership?
So it's like we in these doors, but we're not making the best use of being in these doors. And it's nothing against. Okay, if I see a rapper get a $5 million contract, or if I see a basketball player get a $200 million contract, whatever, why can't we not take a certain percentage of that? Because who's cutting the check? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be someone. It could be a Jew, it could be this person, it could be that, but it's going to be someone. Whoever's cutting that check, it's not going to be of the same color as us. 9 times out of 10. So how do we get the power back? Is we receive these things and we come back to our people and scoop them up and help. That was pretty much the point I wanted to make with Charleston, but it was like we was running low on time and we couldn't really do it. But the thing is, I feel like in every situation you gotta show love. Show love in every situation. Rather you don't understand something, rather you hate it. God is love, so the only way we can take our people back and help our people that's in the slums, help our people in the trenches, is showing love. So when we get in these rooms with these people, another descent, or what he said was across the tracks, white people, Asians, whomever, who has that opportunity to give to us, we should take it with love, understand it, and find a way to multiply it between our people. That's all, that's all I'm saying. But hey man, part 2, if you like this interview, like, comment, subscribe. We'll get a part 2 going soon. Shout out my man Charleston White, Nightmare on Cottonwood movie out now. NLE choppa, let's do it.